Vlad Tepes, the Impaler prince who defied empires and forged order. Vlad Tepes, better known as Vlad the Impaler or Vlad Dracula, 1431, 1476-77, remains one of history's most polarizing figures. A Wallachian voivode who ruled during a tumultuous era of Ottoman expansion, Vlad is celebrated as a national hero in Romania for his fierce resistance against the Turks and his ruthless campaign to eradicate corruption. Yet his methods, marked by mass impalements and brutal purges, have immortalized him as a symbol of terror. This essay explores Vlad's dual legacy, his military genius in defending Wallachia from Ottoman conquest and his draconian efforts to cleanse his realm of disloyal nobles and criminals, even at the cost of unprecedented bloodshed. Early life and political context. Born in Sighisoara, Transylvania, Vlad was the son of Vlad Dracul, a member of the Order of the Dragon, a chivalric order dedicated to halting Ottoman advances. His early years were shaped by captivity in the Ottoman court, 1442–1448, where he observed the centralized power of the Sultan's capitulus system, a stark contrast to Wallachia's fractious feudal structure dominated by boyars, nobles. This experience would later influence his authoritarian rule. Wallachia itself was a buffer state between the Ottoman Empire and Christian Europe, perpetually destabilized by boyar intrigues and foreign interventions. By the time Vlad ascended the throne in 1456, the principality had seen over 20 rulers in 30 years, many deposed by rival factions. Vlad's mission was twofold: to unify Wallachia under his absolute authority and to repel Ottoman domination. The purge of the boyars, a ruthless consolidation of power. Vlad's most infamous act was the Easter massacre of 1457, where he invited 200 to 500 boyars and their families to a feast in Targovist. After interrogating them about their role in the frequent regime changes, he arrested and impaled the elders, while forcing the rest on a grueling 50-mile march to rebuild Poenary Castle. Many perished during the construction, effectively decimating the old aristocracy and replacing them with loyalists. This purge was both personal and strategic. 1. Revenge. The boyars had betrayed his father, Vlad II, and murdered his elder brother Mircea in 1447. 2. Centralization. By eliminating the boyars' power, Vlad curtailed feudal fragmentation, enabling direct control over taxation, justice, and military mobilization. 3. Symbolic terror. Impalement, his signature method, served as a deterrent to dissent. Contemporary accounts describe forests of stake-sparing victims, a tactic that horrified even the Ottomans. Military campaigns against the Ottoman Empire. Vlad's defiance of Ottoman suzerainty reached its peak in 1462. When Sultan Mehmed II demanded tribute and 1,000 boys for the Janissary Corps, Vlad responded by impaling Turkish envoys and launching a preemptive raid into Ottoman Bulgaria. His forces slaughtered over 23,000 Turks, later boasting in a letter to Hungary's Matthias Corvinus, "I have broken the peace with him." Mehmed. The night attack at Targovist, 1462. Facing Mehmed's 150,000-strong army, Vlad employed guerrilla tactics and psychological warfare. In a daring nocturnal assault, he infiltrated the Ottoman camp disguised as a Turk, torching tents and sowing chaos. Though failing to assassinate Mehmed, the raid inflicted heavy casualties and showcased Vlad's strategic ingenuity. Mehmed's subsequent retreat was hastened by the grisly sight of 20,000 impaled Turkish captives outside Targovist, a spectacle designed to demoralize invaders. Despite tactical victories, Vlad's forces were overwhelmed by Ottoman numbers and internal betrayal. By 1462, his brother Radu, allied with the Turks, and disaffected boyars forced Vlad into exile. Internal reforms. Justice for the people? Vlad's reign was not solely defined by brutality. He implemented reforms to curb corruption and protect peasants, eradicating crime. Thieves and dishonest officials faced impalement, a policy that, while barbaric, reportedly reduced lawlessness. Anecdotes describe a golden chalice left untouched in a public square, symbolizing newfound order. Social welfare. Sadly, it was recorded that he invited the poor, old, and disabled to a feast, only to burn them alive, declaring they ceased to be a burden. A controversial act interpreted as both cruelty and pragmatic social control. Land redistribution. Confiscated boyar estates were granted to free peasants and loyal soldiers, fostering a class directly dependent on his patronage. Critics argue these measures were less about justice than consolidating autocratic power. Yet, for many Romanians, Vlad's iron-fisted rule represented a necessary evil against Ottoman and aristocratic exploitation. Downfall and legacy. Betrayed by Matthias Corvinus, who imprisoned him for 12 years, Vlad returned to power briefly in 1476 before being ambushed and killed near Bucharest. His head was sent to Constantinople as a trophy, while his body was allegedly buried at Snagov Monastery, though its location remains disputed. A contested hero. National symbol. Post-19th century Romanian historians recast Vlad as a proto-nationalist resisting foreign domination, a narrative cemented during communist rule. Global infamy. German pamphlets and Bram Stoker's Dracula, 1897, immortalized him as a bloodthirsty tyrant, overshadowing his military achievements. In conclusion, Vlad Tepes was a paradox. A visionary leader who stabilized Wallachia through terror and a tactician whose innovations delayed the Ottoman conquest. His purge of the boyars, while brutal, dismantled a corrupt oligarchy, and his guerrilla tactics remain studied in military academies. Yet, his legacy is a cautionary tale. The price of order in a fractured world often demands unimaginable cruelty. As Romania's national identity coalesced in later centuries, Vlad emerged not merely as a historical figure but as a symbol of resilience, a ruler who dared to defy empires, even if his methods forever stained his name.
Please tell me what you think and how you feel about this issue. Analyze it, brainstorm it, debate it, and if you like it, please share it. Thank you for watching. I truly and highly appreciate you, and God bless you.